Hey guys, what is up? This is AntDude and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy 2. Today, we're gonna knock a few little mini galaxies out of the way, and first thing we gotta do is get this hungry Luma to join Starship Mario, the face ship. Now, if you don't recall, there was a hungry Luma on the world map. You just go there and call him over, and then you feed him. It said 300, which is nice, so at least they don't, like, keep it a secret until he shows up right on the ship, so at least I knew beforehand. So we shoved 300 down his gullet, and then he doesn't just turn into a planet, he turns into an entire galaxy! Now, the first game did this as well, but it's still really cool. Like, I just love that these hungry Lumas, I mentioned this in the last episode, how they have such potential to transform into such majestic, giant things. It's pretty cool. I'm saying pretty cool a lot, but you gotta hand it to me, like, you gotta hand it to them as well. This game is pretty cool. Here you go, Flip Swap Galaxy. I'm talking a lot of nonsense. Let's dive in and do some flipping and swapping. Now, this is some choice words to live by. You gotta think before you shake. It's very, you should really stick to that. That should be your life mantra, is to stick to that. Otherwise, if you don't think before you shake, a lot of bad stuff could happen. Trust me, I've been there. Okay! I don't know why I choose to be such an idiot with my commentary, but it works, I guess? But yes, this is the new gimmick, and it is kind of an awesome one. Platforms that switch as you spin. I love this idea, and clearly so does Nintendo, because Nintendo would go ahead and use this in the next two 3D Mario games. Except in 3D Land and 3D World, they would switch, or swap, I guess, every time you did a normal jump. I like it better when you have a bit more choice. I guess maybe it's harder in the 3D Land and World way, but I love it. I also like the basic space background. It's a nice atmosphere. There is a cosmic, I keep calling them different things, a comet coin. I'm saying comet coin, star coins, like I'm calling it everything under the sun. But there it is. Wasn't sure where it was. That was bad. I believe I haven't done it in a while, but I think there may be a way you can complete this level without spinning at all by doing properly placed long jumps like that. See if I can do the rest of this. Because it's not too difficult. This is a bit of a tougher jump. Oh, there you go. It's not too bad, I guess. And there it is. Told you it was a mini galaxy. When I say mini, I meant mini. And now we're gonna take a trip here to Right Side Down Galaxy. Sounds like a whole lot of topsy-turvy stuff's about to go down. And there you go. We're gonna be breaking the laws of gravity. Say, I called it. I figured that's what it was gonna be. Now, this, similar to Flip Swap Galaxy, is a very, very basic idea, but the way they handle it, I feel like is really cool. I keep saying stuff is cool and I hate it. It's gonna become a bad tick for me, I know. But, for being such a small area, like, this is one of my favorite mini galaxies in the game. Because the way they handle gravity, which they did do in Galaxy 1, admittedly, but we get to do something that I don't think, oh no, Galaxy 1 did, kinda. Galaxy's just a sweet series, alright? Let me just hype this up, because I love it. There you go. We flip a switch. Gravity changes on the fly. Really not all too confusing to control. I mean, I feel like maybe newcomers to platformers could see something like that and be like, oh god, which way is down? But I've played plenty of platformers now that do that. Like, harkening back to, like, the NES days with Mega Man 5, I believe it was? And, like, Metal Storm. And, like, I've played so many games now with upside-down platforming that, again, it's one of those things where Galaxy didn't invent these ideas. Galaxy just did a really good job implementing them. It's just something that I remember very vividly. Everyone saying, man, Mario Galaxy is the pinnacle of all these new ideas. It just, not to say this game's not great. What I said could potentially ruffle some feathers. But, this is basically a tried and true platforming mechanic if you don't mess up like I'm trying to not do. And also black holes are just like chilling out. Like that. Black holes, realistically, they're like the vacuum of space. But like, there were two black holes just standing like, sitting there right next to each other. And Mario's still going along like, oh man, that's weird. Man, I really hope I don't accidentally walk off the platform and into one of these two black holes that are 5 feet from me, because man, that could be a problem. No, luckily this plumber from Brooklyn is all right. He has physics down to a science, I guess you could say. Hey, a fire flower. I could talk about the game instead of being an idiot. You remember the fire flower, right? Everyone does. I missed those star bits, but that's fine. I still really like this fire flower tune. A lot of people were not a fan of how the abilities were limited to time, but I feel like because the game was based around it, like the level design was like built around having a time limit and not using it all the time, I was okay with it. I see why people would complain though. And here we go. Another cool implementation of gravity is now we're sort of in a top-down way. It's minor, and this is something that Mario 3D Land would use, admittedly, to a much better extent with a Zelda-themed dungeon. But this is still pretty neat regardless. Although really trying to figure out which way is up could be really mind-boggling, because the fact I can double jump still with this gravity, and then boom, I'm down here. If you think about it for too long, it could be confusing. I think we're okay though. See, is there anything over here? I think there is, but I don't remember. We got anything? I'm okay. I couldn't tell, the camera didn't want to move. We got anything up here? I don't want to die. There we go. The camera just takes a really long time to load. Like, wait for it. There you go, sweet. Take these star bits. I'm gonna need them. Okay. Thought I was stuck for a second. That was about to be a problem. Okay. Sweet. And here's the star. Now you can just be stuck in this infinite loop for all eternity, which could be fun, but man, after a while, you're gonna get real dizzy. Let me get the, one more time. We're gonna get this one up. There we go. Perfect. And now, start get. We did a bunch of flipping and swapping and right side down in, but we're not done yet. Now, similar to Fluffy Bluff Galaxy, we're gonna go right back into the first mission because we have a secret star to go for, and we're going right there. Did you see the little planet off in the back? That's where we're going. We're just gonna rush through to the end, because why waste our time? It's right here. Boom. And now we have a little extra mini game to, oh, well, not yet. I'm hyping it up too soon. We gotta find the pipe first. Boom. I'm glad I got that right away. That was pretty sweet. It's time to take out the trash. We've done this before. Galaxy 1 had stuff like this. Burn all of these as fast as you can. What do you say? I say sure thing, Gearmo. I love these guys too. The Gearmos are adorable. Alright, so this is going to be fairly easy. Just got to find the right direction and placement to get a couple of these swings. As you can see, I'm clearly not doing a great job. You got a fair amount of leeway though, so it's not a big deal. Because I remember in Galaxy 1, when you had the bomb throwing ones, they would position little coin things on the floor to tell you where to stand, very subtly. Here, you just sort of gotta guess with direction, but you have plenty of time. But there you go, I did your job for you, because you're lazy. You only had like 20 boxes to deal with, you're lazy. But I got rewarded for it, so it's really not all that bad. It's not all that bad. I'll take it. Star get. And now it's time for the final challenge of World 1. We gotta bust open the 7-star gate. We had 7 stars a while ago, man. I'm prepared. It's time for Bowser Jr.'s Fiery Flotilla. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Doesn't matter. He's going down. Time to fight Gobblegut and his aching belly. Look at this grand structure. It's just a gate in the middle of space. Oh, never mind. Look at that. You take a look at the structure. It looks like a proper castle. That's all right. That's pretty. I'll give him that. Whoever he got to build this structure did a much better job than I thought. Also, this is an airship. I never really noticed that, I guess. I thought this was always just a bunch of platforms. But Bowser Jr. has given a second purpose to these little airships. That was kind of what I don't want to say cool. It was well done. I'll give him that. Oh boy, I'm about to die. All right, let me get this comet coin right away. And boom! Sweet. I can also kind of cheese the game a little bit. Okay, so like, you're supposed to take, well, you don't have to take him out. You gotta flip the switch, and then that opens up. You could do that, or you could be cool. You could be one of the cool kids. And then you could just do a little bit of this. And then boom, you get up top here. Haha, got a couple of star bits you can get, because why not? Take a couple of these, because I know I'm going to need these star bits. May as well get them out of the way now. And then you do a nice long jump, and then boom. Oh no. But we did it. I'm getting that checkpoint, because I don't trust myself. But I like that. It's a very neat shortcut that unfortunately the game sort of tells you about later on. But, when I discovered it on my own, it felt pretty good. Because the Galaxy games, while not really a complaint, to me, are very linear. It's very cool to have a few instances of actually breaking the linearity with, was it sequence breaking? That's the term. But I think I'm all prepared. Got my extra health. Got the comet coin. We got Bowser Jr. and a new ship. It's a weird looking face. I don't understand the design of that. You did really good with the castle, but that ship is very weird. Also, the same exact animation and theme song as the first game. You gotta keep updating, man. You gotta adapt. He's just sticking to his old stuff. I won't need my dad's help to finish you off. Gonna call you out on that, you think you do. Alright, Gobblegut, dinner's on. Don't forget to protect your bellyache, Bulges. It's a very weird looking dragon. Because there's like 6 or 7 of these Bulges, and they don't look like, look at that, that's not healthy. I mean, he's a space dragon, so I guess it's fine, but it does not look very good. And, of course, making a train sound, that shows you he's angry. You can also sequence break this boss a little bit if I were better at the game, but clearly not. So you gotta basically bust up these 6 little red Bulges. Oh boy. There you go. And they get stuck a little bit. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. There you go. And of course, like every other boss in the game, it's cut up into 2 phases. We did phase 1, and now he's super angry. And now we gotta deal with the second 3 phases. Sweet, I actually got one. Okay, so that's something I wanted to try and do. But since he's not too high above the ground, you can backflip and hit him. It's just not that easy. Especially since, you're likely to break open the first 3 Bulges. Dang it, that was not good at all. Okay, I see it. Was that both of them? Oh boy, this is not going so well. Okay, this is not going. I want to get this. Okay, I got timing. Done. Yes. Whew. Really not too hard in terms of difficulty because it's easy to avoid his giant face. But, timing to get those Bulges could be a bit of a pain. Doesn't matter. He's toasted. The big old dragon is toast. I mean, we'll see him again. I mean, let's not get crazy. It's not the last time we've seen Gobblegut, but for now, I miss you, old friend. It's been a while. Grand Star get. Just as big and glorious as ever. And with that, we have wrapped up World 1 for now. We'll come back. We'll have to come back. We didn't get every star in this place, but we did a pretty good job. So here's what happens now. You get a grand star, and then boom, it opens up a portal to another world of galaxies, which, I mean, Nintendo, that doesn't make sense. A world of galaxies, that does not make sense. Galaxies are bigger, but that's fine. We opened up a world of galaxies. Got 12 stars. That's pretty good. Got all the comet medals. Got a bunch of star bits. I think I'm doing pretty well for myself. And we passed 200 coins. I'm feeling alright. Let's make this voyage. Look at that! You did it! I brought back a grand star. We can use the power to travel to another world. One step closer to yo. Oh, the special someone. I don't know what they always say. Special someone. They never want to say the princess for some reason. It's always the special someone. I guess that makes it more like I'm really going after her. Maybe to an unknown world. I'm jiggling just thinking about it. He would, but he's adorable with those like blue plaid pants. It's time to go. I love this transition. I'll give this game credit. Galaxy 1 didn't have... Well, actually it did. It had, like, the lighting up of a new section of the observatory. But I like this. I like the more adventurous feel of that. Feels nice. And there's World 2. Look at that. A whole new world to explore. A world of galaxies. Take a look at that. An entirely new world, plenty of power stars, but we're not going to do that. No, is getting too ambitious now, trying to do all of that stuff in one little video. It's not gonna happen. And look at that. Now we got a nice sunset galaxy to look at. It's pretty stuff. That's it for this episode of Super Mario Galaxy 2. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And as always, I will catch you dudes next time. Bye-bye.